That night, in his luxurious apartment in the Hanam-dong area, Jungkook sat relaxed on the sofa, staring at his phone screen. Social media notifications kept popping up. Hashtags about him and Lisa were still holding the #1 trending spot worldwide. He let out a small sigh, then smiled faintly. His fingers swiftly tapped the name Lisa in his contacts. The ringing tone played a few times before Lisa's cheerful voice answered, "Hello, Kook? Calling me this late, what's the occasion?" she said in her signature soft accent. Jungkook chuckled lightly. "I just wanted to say, did you see how many people are supporting us?" Lisa paused for a moment, then a small laugh came from the other end. "Yeah. I honestly didn't expect it. At first I thought all of this would cause drama, but turns out our fans are amazing. I read their comments last night," Jungkook continued, his tone warm. "So many said we complete each other, so many sent positive messages. It feels so comforting to have that kind of support." Lisa smiled, even though Jungkook couldn't see it. "I feel the same. Maybe they can see that we're genuinely sincere." Jungkook was quiet for a moment, then spoke softly. "That's why I want you to know, whatever happens, we'll face it together. No need to be afraid." Lisa's voice came out gentle, almost a whisper. "Thank you, Kook, you always make me feel at ease." Outside the window, the morning sun began warming up the city of Seoul, as if agreeing with their conversation. The support from the outside world was huge, but between them, what mattered most was trust. After the call ended, Lisa was still sitting at the edge of her bed in her Yongsan apartment. She held her phone tightly, a small smile refusing to leave her face. Jungkook's words had just recharged her spirit. Not long after, a notification popped up. "From JK, I'm near your studio. Can we meet in 15 minutes? Lisa read the message while biting her lower lip. She knew it was risky, the media was always watching, but her heart had already decided okay. Usual place. That afternoon, in a small cafe hidden down an alley in Hanam-dong, the wooden door creaked softly as Jungkook entered. He wore a black hoodie and a baseball cap, while Lisa was already sitting in the corner, her face hidden behind a mask. That was fast. Lisa greeted with sparkling eyes. Jungkook sat across from her, pulling his mask down briefly to smile. "I didn't want to waste time. After that call, I just wanted to see you in person." Lisa laughed softly. "But we just saw each other 2 days ago." "2 days is long," Jungkook replied without hesitation, making Lisa's cheeks flush. They spent the time talking quietly, about fan support, their work plans, even small things like new songs they had been listening to. Outside, a light drizzle began to fall, making the cafe's atmosphere even cozier. Before parting, Jungkook looked at Lisa intently. "Remember, no matter what people say, I'm here. Always." Lisa nodded gently, and for a moment the outside world disappeared. There was only the two of them, safe in that little cafe cornered. The drizzle was still falling when Jungkook and Lisa left the cafe. They walked side by side, keeping a few steps apart to avoid suspicion. Streetlights reflected in puddles, creating moving shadows of them together. Jungkook leaned down and whispered behind his mask, "I'll walk you to the end of the alley, then we'll go our separate ways, okay?" Lisa nodded, but her eyes kept scanning the surroundings. Their instincts as idols had long been trained to stay alert. But just as they neared the mouth of the alley, Jungkook caught something in the corner of his eye, a brief flash of light, then it was gone. He stopped abruptly, gently touching Lisa's arm. "Someone just took a photo of us," he said seriously. Lisa turned quickly, her heart pounding. Across the street, a shadowy figure was hiding behind a lamppost, holding a camera with a long lens. "Paparazzi," Lisa muttered. Jungkook pulled out his phone and pretended to make a call, subtly steering them in a different direction. Lisa followed, keeping her head down. They crossed the street, weaving through narrow back alleys like a maze to escape sight. After a few minutes, they stopped behind a closed flower shop. Lisa's breathing was still a little uneven. "Are we safe?" she asked. Jungkook looked around before nodding. "Safe. But from now on, we need to be more careful. A lot of people support us, but there are also plenty who just want a scandal." Lisa gave a faint smile, though her heart was still racing. "Good thing I have you." Jungkook looked at her for a moment, then spoke softly. And I won't let anyone ruin this. In the distance, a faint siren could be heard, but in that quiet corner, there was only them, two hearts trying to protect each other from the world's spotlight. If you want, I can also adapt this translation so it feels even more like a romantic drama scene in English rather than a direct translation. That would make it flow as if it were originally written in English fiction style. Would you like me to do that next?